Hey everyone, Sean here. And today, what I want to talk to you more about is how your firm should be thinking about making investments in automation. Now, let's say you want to take advantage of what automation has to offer your firm, but you're not exactly sure where to start. So, where do you begin? Well, what we don't want you to do is do what I see some firms do, which is making significant investments from not having a lot of prior experience in making investments and adding new technological resources or automation projects and kind of starting from zero. That can quickly overwhelm your firm, and your firm may not necessarily be ready for it and it can cause a lot of problems. The example that I would give is if you, for example, wanted to get in better shape and you wanted to go from simply doing nothing to immediately running a marathon, that's more than likely going to leave you injured, which just mean you're not going to be able to exercise at all. So that's actually counterproductive. So we don't want to do that. But what should we do instead? Well, first and foremost, we want you to find out where your firm is at today and ultimately where you want your firm to be. That will help you create a plan from A to B. Then from there, you can think through what are the milestones that you want your firm to reach along the way. So you can break this process down into phases of getting your firm from point A to point B. Each of those milestones along the way, those are going to be the steps you're going to need to complete in order to get there. And that's great as well. But how do we know how to order those steps? Now, this is where the return on investment is going to come into play. Now, think of it from the perspective in terms of what's the kind of impact that your firm is going to get from completing each of these steps in the process, and then ordering these steps by that impact so that you can ultimately figure out what's the lightest lift you can make to make the biggest impact along the way. And use that in order to order each step on your map from A to B. And that will be a way for your firm to think through having kind of a data-driven way of making investments in automation and technology to make improvements in efficiency at your firm. So think of it from the perspective of automating by ROI. Thanks for engaging with that content. If your firm could use an investment in creating a map like this to better understand how you can make intelligent investments into automation, I provide this as a service. Feel free to learn more about it at my website at nextstep.io or email me directly at sean@nextstep.io.